Moving along, it is well known that FFA is a life-changing organization that is the premier youth organization preparing members for leadership in careers ranging from science and business to agricultural technology. During this year's National Association of Farm Broadcasting Convention in Kansas City, Market Journal host Bryce Doeschot had the opportunity to sit down with the 2024 National President of the FFA to learn about how FFA continues to grow.
We're visiting out with the recently retired National FFA Secretary, that is Grant Norfleet from the state of Missouri, retired a couple of weeks now as you and I are having this conversation. How did the National FFA Convention go for you and your teammates?
It was wonderful. What, a cool ending to an amazing year and a culmination of a year of serving as National FFA Officer. Had been in the FFA since I was in 9th grade back in 2017. Man, I'm going to date myself here. But it was really cool to be on that stage with my team, celebrate the members that were earning awards this year, and really go out with a bang.
There was a big celebration this year. FFA hit 1 million members. How does FFA continue to grow?
We are so proud at FFA to have over 1 million members in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. And as we continue to grow, we are looking with our strategic plan of how we can evolve, engage, and empower students. So we're involving our programming to ensure that all the resources and opportunities that we offer are up to date and are current with what agriculture industry standards are. It helps me best serve students in their career. We're engaging educators at the local, state, and national levels to make sure that they are set to be impacting students every single day. They get to be with students in the classroom, and so we make sure that they are set up for success through the national level. And then we're also empowering all folks of all backgrounds to ensure that they have a place in FFA and agricultural education in the agriculture industry. So regardless of their interest areas or backgrounds, every single student has a place in the organization. And we continue to grow as we make sure that we're serving all needs and interest areas within the organization.
Kind of to that point, a lot of our viewers today were involved in the FFA, the National FFA organization. It got its roots in production agriculture, of course, and continues to serve that. But the programming has become more diverse. Contests become diverse. How do you as national officers in the organization balance that of preparing future farmers to be in rural America, but then also those who want to be more maybe in the corporate side of the boardroom in Chicago?
I think you make a great point, Bryce. We look at agriculture as a whole. There are so many careers that, we think of the 33 farm boys that founded FFA in Kansas City, Missouri. The careers that agriculture had back then have surpassed where there are now. And certainly we're preparing students for careers that haven't even been created yet in agriculture. So it is really important to the National FFA organization that we still have our roots remaining in production agriculture, preparing students that want to have interest in those areas, but also ensuring that we're making room for all students that may not have direct ties to production agriculture. And so that still shows them that there's a place in agriculture for them and finding ways to get them involved, whether that is marketing, communications, sales, agri-science research. There truly is a career in agriculture for every student, whether that's interested in them or not. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we prepare students for any career because we are setting them for career success.
I mentioned you are now the retired National FFA officer. With your travels over the past year, is that a lot about the education of informing people of all the opportunities within FFA, but also agriculture? Is it igniting their passion, or is, I suppose, all of the above? What's the role of the officers?
Sure. So a national officer, they have a lot of hats that they wear, but primarily they do about 3 different things. One, we serve on the National FFA Board of Directors, so helping bring the student voice. So me and my 6 teammates this year represented this million students we had on the National FFA Board of Directors, ensuring that the policies that we were implementing best represented the needs of our students. Secondly, we travel the country to visit with students in the local classroom at state FFA convention, and that is to empower students, engage with them. Teach some leadership skills as well with some of the leadership workshops we have, provide motivational, inspirational keynotes at state conventions. But at the end of the day, it's really, truly to get to know students one-on-one and empower them to show that they do have value and worth in the organization. And then finally, we serve as the connector between our corporate partners. We travel with the National FFA Foundation and visit those corporate partners who help support the National FFA organization, provide the student perspective to where their dollars are going, but also help share the impacts that the organization is having on students through support like theirs.